get straight to it. Dealing with people who don't respect you is one of the most challenging and demoralizing situations you'll face. Whether it's a coworker, a supposed friend, or even a family member, the sting of disrespect can undermine your confidence and lead you to question your self-worth. I know the feeling. I've had moments where I felt minimized, ignored, and even dismissed. But here's the unvarnished truth. You don't have to accept disrespect from anyone. It's time to stop letting others undermine you and take back your strength. In this video, I'll lay out 8 unfiltered, no-nonsense strategies to deal with those who fail to show you respect. These aren't the feel-good tips you may be used to hearing. They're grounded in Stoic principles and personal experience. I'm not here to suggest you simply ignore disrespect or rise above it. I'm here to arm you with tools to stand your ground and demand the respect you're due. If you've ever felt like you're constantly fighting for respect, then stay tuned. By the end, you'll have the confidence and strategies you need to handle anyone who tries to disrespect you. Ready to reclaim control? Let's dive in. 1. Set clear boundaries. The first and essential step in dealing with disrespect is to establish firm boundaries. This isn't about being passive or hoping they catch on. It's about explicitly communicating what's acceptable and what's not. People will treat you based on what you allow, and if you let them disrespect you without consequences, they'll continue. I learned this lesson the hard way. There was a time when I let others push me around, thinking that being kind would eventually earn their respect. Spoiler, it didn't. It was only when I firmly set my limits that I noticed a change. Whether it's a boss overstepping or a friend constantly belittling you, you need to clarify where your boundaries lie. Respect doesn't come from silence. It comes from standing up for yourself. Be assertive, not aggressive. State your boundaries calmly but firmly. For example, if someone repeatedly interrupts you, say, "I value respectful conversations and need you to let me finish speaking." It may feel awkward at first, but that discomfort is temporary. The respect you'll gain by enforcing your boundaries will endure. 2. Don't engage in power struggles. Here's a hard truth. People who disrespect you often thrive on the power dynamics they create. They want to irritate you, make you react, and draw you into a struggle for control. But if you react emotionally, whether defensively, angrily, or by getting upset, you only play into their hands. Engaging in their drama only gives them more control over you. Instead, stay calm, composed, and unaffected. I'm not suggesting you let them get away with it. I'm saying you shouldn't let their behavior control your emotions. By remaining unbothered, you strip them of their power. Marcus Aurelius, the renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Let this be your mantra. Focus on controlling your reactions, not their actions. Next time someone disrespects you, don't argue or try to win. Instead, disengage, respond with calm, logical words, and, if needed, walk away. This preserves your dignity and leaves them without the reaction they crave. 3. Limit your exposure to them. One of the best ways to handle people who disrespect you is to limit your time around them. Sometimes, interacting with disrespectful people is unavoidable, whether they're coworkers, family, or acquaintances. But you can control how much time and energy they take from you. I used to think I had to endure disrespect just because I couldn't avoid certain people. Here's what I realized. You can reduce their impact. If it's someone at work, keep interactions strictly professional. If it's a friend or family member, minimize your conversations and activities with them. Protect your own space, because the more time you spend around negative people, the more they drain you. No big announcement is necessary. Just quietly remove yourself whenever possible. The less time you give people who disrespect you, the less they can affect your mood, energy, and self-esteem. Respect yourself enough to put your mental and emotional well-being first. 4. Respond with silence. One of the most powerful ways to respond to disrespect is with silence. Not every comment deserves a reply, and not every confrontation needs a response. Disrespectful people crave a reaction, hoping to provoke or unsettle you. By responding with silence, you deny them that satisfaction. Silence speaks volumes. It demonstrates that you won't stoop to their level or engage in petty arguments. I've learned that sometimes the best way to handle disrespect is to let it sit in the air. No need to defend or explain yourself. Let silence do the talking. The next time someone disrespects you, try pausing, taking a deep breath and allowing the silence to fill the space. It gives you a moment to collect yourself and forces the other person to confront the weight of their own words. Silence can often be far more unsettling for them than any response you could give. 5. Set firm boundaries. If someone repeatedly disrespects you, establishing clear boundaries is essential. Often, disrespect happens because people aren't aware of your limits or assume you won't stand up for yourself. Setting boundaries isn't about creating conflict. It's about valuing yourself enough to communicate what you'll accept. I used to struggle with this, fearing that setting boundaries would come off as rude or confrontational. But boundaries are a form of self-respect, teaching others how to treat you. If you don't establish them, people may take advantage of your silence. A simple, assertive statement like, "I don't appreciate being spoken to that way," or "Please don't interrupt me," can go a long way in showing where you stand. While it might feel uncomfortable initially, you'll find that disrespect becomes harder for others to sustain once you've set your boundaries. People will either begin to respect you or fall away. 6. Don't take it personally. When people fail to respect you, it often feels personal, like an attack on your value. But here's a tough reality. Their disrespect often reflects more about them than it does about you. Disrespect usually stems from their own insecurities, frustrations, or unresolved bitterness. The moment you stop taking their behavior to heart, a huge burden lifts. I used to analyze every comment or slight, convinced I had done something to deserve it. But once I stopped internalizing their actions, I realized the issue wasn't with me. It was with them. They were acting out of their own struggles, not due to anything I'd done. This change in perspective can be incredibly freeing. Instead of feeling hurt or defensive, you can approach the situation with a sense of detachment. Remind yourself that their behavior reflects their character, not your worth. By not taking their disrespect personally, you maintain control over your emotions and responses. 7. Walk away when necessary. Sometimes the most powerful move you can make when facing disrespect is to walk away. When left unaddressed, disrespect has a way of chipping away at your self-esteem. Remaining in a toxic environment where you're undervalued can take a long-term toll on your mental health and confidence. Walking away isn't about giving up or letting the other person win. It's a declaration of self-worth, of saying, "I won't accept this treatment." I used to think walking away meant I was losing or not strong enough. But I came to see it wasn't about winning or losing. It was about valuing myself. You don't need to stay and endure disrespect just to prove something or because you believe you should. Tough it out. When I started walking away from disrespectful situations, I didn't feel like I'd lost anything. I felt a sense of relief and freedom. Ultimately, protecting your inner peace is a win. Walking away can mean stepping back from a toxic conversation or making the tough choice to end a relationship or leave a workplace where you're not respected. Though these decisions aren't easy, they are often essential for long-term well-being. Walking away puts you in control, sending a message that self-respect is non-negotiable. 8. Surround yourself with supportive people. Dealing with disrespect is exhausting, especially if you feel you're facing it alone. The constant strain of defending your worth can leave you feeling isolated and emotionally drained. That's why building a network of people who uplift and genuinely respect you is crucial for your emotional health. A supportive circle not only shields you from negativity, but also serves as a reminder that you are valued. I can't stress enough how much it helped me to have friends and family who genuinely cared about my well-being. They were there to listen, offer support, and remind me that I deserved better whenever I encountered disrespect. These were the people who had my back when I felt too drained to defend myself. Knowing that I had people in my corner gave me the courage to walk away from disrespectful situations without feeling guilt. They reminded me that my worth wasn't defined by how others treated me, but by how I valued myself. Surrounding yourself with supportive people can also help you build self-confidence, making it easier to handle disrespect in the future. These individuals reinforce the belief that you deserve kindness, respect, and decency, empowering you to stand firm against anyone who tries to undermine you. They provide a space for you to process, heal, and shift your focus from hurt to lessons learned. Building a supportive network may mean creating distance from toxic relationships, but it's worth it. As the saying goes, You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. When you surround yourself with people who build you up, rejecting disrespect becomes second nature. Handling disrespect isn't easy, but your response to it reflects your self-worth. Remember, how people treat you says more about them than about you. But how you react says everything about the level of respect you have for yourself. Whether it's setting boundaries, speaking up, walking away, or simply refusing to engage, the power to handle disrespect lies with you. You don't have to accept behavior that diminishes your worth. The key message here is this: you deserve to be treated with respect, kindness, and dignity. And if someone can't offer that, it's your responsibility to protect your peace. When you surround yourself with people who support and uplift you, you set a standard for how you expect to be treated. Disrespect may come, but you'll be prepared to handle it with grace, confidence, and self-respect. The next time you face disrespect, remember the tools you have at your disposal. Stand tall, set your boundaries, and choose yourself. Stay strong, stay true to yourself, and remember, respect begins with how you treat yourself. What are your views on this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I will personally read all of your comments. And if you seriously want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Stay strong. Until next time.